Hello and good morning. This is Gayatri here, and today we are going to talk about the most sensitive topic of the world, the coronavirus, which has killed many people in the country, and it has affected the financial standings of many people and the country at large. Here we are going to discuss, will India also have to go through this kind of similar sufferings, or will the astrological findings help us to give a better result? My astrological findings is that we shall not be in the same position as China, Italy, or any other country that has been mentioned. For coming to that conclusion, we have to see the past history after India got independence. Indian independence, 15th August 1947, is my benchmark, and I have taken Wikipedia's details of the viruses or epidemics that had come to India and which did not really affect India in a very large way, and most of it was contained within 4 to 6 months. The first one was from January to May 1974. Smallpox, about 15,000 people contracted this epidemic, but it did not spread to the rest of the world, rest of the country, sorry. In 1994, plague was an outbreak of the pneumonia plague in the south central and western India, again from 26th August to 18th October 1994. It said that the entire India will be affected, but that was not the case, and the disease was contained. In 2009, we had two major breaks. One was the swine flu, where parts of India had an outbreak of H1N1 virus, and 2009 hepatitis B in Gujarat was considered to be a huge outbreak which infected 125 people and 49 people died. But this virus was treated by our eminent doctors and eminent leaders who put into place the rules and regulations to be followed that we rarely give credit to them. And this virus also closed itself. In 2015, there was the swine flu outbreak of N1, H1N1 visa. During the early 2015, Gujarat and Rajasthan was worst hit, but it did not cross to the rest of the states of India. In 2018, we had the Kerala Nipah virus, which remained in the state of Kerala, and it kind of fizzled out by itself, or the leaders took the appropriate measures for the virus to be controlled. Now, keeping that background with us, let us look at this 2019-2020 coronavirus epidemic, which was reported in India on the 30th January 2020. Before we go to coronavirus and its report in India, we can at this point put a glance on our India independence chart. The India independence chart has ascendant for Taurus, which is a fixed earthy sign, and a bull for a symbol, which is at 7 degrees in the sign of Taurus. The ascendant is at 7 degrees in the sign of Taurus, and the third amsha of self-effort, right? The country has a firm fixed goal. We have had great leaders strong approaches, qualities of the fixed earthy sign, and the bull for the symbol. The ascendant lord or the Lagna lord, the ascendant lord becomes the country's head, and the country's head is Venus in our chart, the second most benefic planet uh, in the zodiac or in the planetary hierarchy, indicates that the nation is in very good hands. The leaders are well placed in the third house of self-effort. Venus is well placed in the third house of self-effort, and therefore the leaders of the country and the citizens of the country will make an effort to contain all types of negativities. The ascendant lord is supported by the vast labor or the vast citizens, because Saturn denotes citizens, and Saturn is the ninth and the 10th lord, a yoga karaka for the chart. Thus the citizens of the country will always be a great support to the leaders of the country. Sun is the fourth lord, and he is the soul of the country. He is the Atma of the country, and he is the planet of oneness and wellness of the country. Mercury is the second and the fifth lord of our chart. Mercury is our financial qualities, which sees ups and downs. At the same time, it is the planet of intelligence of the society or the intelligence of the country. Now, with this background and with all the planets placed in the third house, we can say that the country is in good hands and the citizens are proactive with the leaders of the country. The Lakshmi Sthana, the most of the planets are posted in Lakshmi Sthana, is the Cancer Sthana. In the Navamsha, it is in Pisces, meaning to say the decisions are always taken with great deliberation without hastiness. Venus, the lord or the leader, of the country, is well placed in the ninth house. Therefore, dharmic decisions are more taken by the country's leaders than the hasty decisions. Therefore, on the large, we stand a very good chance of this virus to touch us and disappear. Having said that, we have to have a positive dasha bhukti for the same. India was born, or the independent India was born in Pushya Nakshatra for 3 degrees and 59 minutes. Therefore, Saturn ruled our country for 18 years. If we can say India is the largest democratic country, is due to the influence of the Saturn in the third house of efforts, and the next dasha was Mercury, which was in the third house of self effort. Then we got a 7-year Ketu period, which was in the 7th house, where lots of changes happened in our country. Then we got the Sun Dasha, which again the Atma of the country was well placed in the third house of efforts of the country. Now we are running the Moon Dasha, and Moon again is blessed to be in her own house in the third house. And the invent of the disease was detected on 30th January 2020. But that was when we had Moon Dasha, Saturn Bhukti, Saturn Antara. Now, Saturn is actually denoted as the class of people or the people of the country, not the class, the people of the country. And therefore, it was denoted in Saturn, but the event might have taken place in Jupiter Antara. See, Moon is a planet of water. Therefore, the moon has the capacity to spread water. All the previous dasha, all the previous diseases was waterborne diseases. And if you go to the dasha bhuktis of these diseases, we will see that the moon has been involved. I will put a PPT without giving you the backup, but you could go through that for your benefit. Now, since Saturn was the time when the disease was detected, Saturn also will be the time when the disease will go away, or the disease will be controlled, or necessary actions will be taken, because Saturn is the ninth lord and the 10th lord for our independence chart. Therefore, the ninth house of dharma and the 10th house of karma will get inbuilt into the natives of the country or the citizens of the country, and the necessary steps will be taken by our intelligent citizens, because we have a real intelligent bunch of citizens. Therefore, will not allow this disease to go beyond the Saturn moon dasha, Saturn bhukti. The Saturn is a slow planet. Therefore, even though Saturn is considered to be a planet of diseases, it is a slow growth. It is not a very high growth. I just saw it in the internet that there are 134 cases all over India. 64 cases were confirmed positive. 30 plus cases were discharged. So basically, we have already used our Saturn's abilities and Saturn's forethought. Saturn is a deliberating planet. Saturn is a precise planet, and Saturn has a goal orientation by himself. Therefore, the citizens who are also Saturn would have brought in the necessary missionaries to control and to see that this disease is withdrawn. Yes, it will be a slow withdrawal, but we can definitely say by the end of Saturn Mahadasha, Saturn Bhuktis, Moon Mahadasha, Saturn Bhukti, Saturn Pratyantara, which gets over, or which ends on the 3rd of March, or rather it is till the 6th, till June of 2020, we will definitely see a great withdrawal of these symptoms. Then there is the transit, which when the dasha period is not favorable, if the transit periods are also not favorable, this disease can multiply. So we have Saturn in the 9th, which is the dharmic and the karmic planet, in his own house of Capricorn, which is the house of hard work. So the citizens of the country will work hard, but it is not considered to be a benefic according to Phaladipika. Therefore, we may say that yes, the disease might remain for some time, but As soon as Jupiter is away from the clutches of Rahu, because Rahu in Ketu will bind the Jupiter and therefore will not allow the Jupiter to give his positive qualities. As soon as Jupiter goes to the 9th house of Capricorn, which will be on the 4/4/2020, the country will see the difference or see the change, because Jupiter is favorably placed in the 9th house. Even though Jupiter is Neecha, it forms a Raja Yoga, and therefore there will be quick recovery of this disease. May God bless us and give us the courage to overcome this calamity. Thank you. God bless all of us. Bye bye. See you. Signing off, Gayatri.